All right, hopefully this will be a nice, quick vowel review now that we know all our vowels. So for our vowel review, we have all the vowels. We have our dot vowels, and those dot vowels, 1 dot, 2 dots, 3 dots in a triangle, or 3 dots in a diagonal line. Then we have our line vowels, 2 of them. And then we have our vav vowels. And by vav, I mean this letter is vav, and it has a dot. So remember how in the last video I said that vav is a really common letter in the Hebrew alphabet. You're going to see it everywhere. Well, it usually makes the sound v, but when it has a dot either on top of it or in its belly, it makes the vowel sound, not v. So if it's on top, it says O, and if it's in the middle, it says oo. The way you can remember these is that oo, if it's in the middle, it's like somebody throws something into you and it hits you in the stomach. And you go, ooh. That's the sound you would make. Oh, it's like you have a light bulb. If you have a light bulb moment in cartoons, you see something go over your head. So it's, first of all, you would like, oh, but also it's over. If your hands are over your head or you catch a ball over your head. Oh. Now our 2 line vowels both say ah. We're usually pretty good at remembering those. Ah. The other ones, these 4 dots, there isn't really an easy way to remember them. You just kind of have to memorize them. Fortunately, there's only 4. And we have our trick for the 2 dots, which is snake eyes. Remember, if you have, if you roll 2 ones on 2 dice and put them next to each other, it looks like this. And we call it snake eyes for whatever reason. So this vowel makes the sound A. The other 3 you just got to memorize. 1 dot says E, 3 triangle dots say eh, and 3 diagonal dots say oo. So now let's go on to the next page and do a little bit of practice. Okay, so I realized on the last slide I forgot one really important vowel, and that is the vowel with 2 dots stacked on top of each other. This vowel can make 2 different sounds depending on where it is in the word. If it comes at the beginning of the word, it's probably going to make an I sound. I, like IH, like in the word sit. It makes an I, a short I sound. If it's somewhere else in the word, it might be silent. And that just depends on context of the word. So this vowel with the 2 dots is either silent or says I. Now let's try some practice. So I've written 5 words on the screen that try to sound out on your own. So why don't you pause this video and see if you can sound them out, or sound one out, and then we'll go through them letter by letter and vowel by vowel. And don't forget about your final letters. Oh my goodness. This should be a final letter right here. Hold on. Let's fix that. Don't forget about your final letters. That should be a final letter right there. Maybe I can actually, this isn't really working too well. Oh no. Okay. All right. Well, just pretend that this is the final letter that looks like this. And why don't you pause the video and try these out. So let's go through them now. This first one, we start with our shin, and then remember this is a line vowel, so it says ah. Then we have lamed, our lightning bolt, and our vav with the dot above. The dot is over, so it says O, and this is a final letter. I apologize, I almost forgot to write the final letter. It is a final mem. So sh, ah, l, om. We have shalom. And then our next one, we start with the same sound. We have our shin, And then we have another line vowel, so it says ah. And then we have our bet, our belly button. We have another line vowel, ah, and then we have our tav with the tail. So we know it's a tav. So sh, ah, b, ah, t. We have Shabbat. Third, we have our mem, and the vowel for the mem is this vav with the dot on top, so it's over, so it says O. And then we have our resh. Remember, the resh is round, unlike the dalet, which is made up of 2 lines. Resh is round, made up of 1. We have our 3 dots in a triangle that say eh. That's one you just have to memorize. And then it ends with our hey, because it has a hole. So this one, o, eh, more. And these are all real Hebrew words, by the way. And then the next one, we have, it starts with our yud. And under the yud, we have our e vowel. The 1 dot says e. That's another one you just have to memorize. And then is this one sin or shin? Remember, is the dot on the right or the left? Right is more common, so it would be shin. But this one, the dot is on the left, which makes it sin. And this is the silent vowel in this case because it's in the middle of the word. And then we have our resh again, and our line vowel that says ah, and our silent letter aleph. And under it we have our 2 dots, a, snake eyes, and we end with our lightning bolt lamed. So we have Yisrael, which says Yisrael. And finally, we have our kuf, which looks like our sign language upside down K, with our 3 diagonal dots which say oo, again, one that you just have to memorize. Then we have our bet, and then we have our vav with the dot in the middle this time. Is that one o or oo? Is it over, or is it if you get punched in the stomach? Right, it is the oo. And we end with our final tsadi. So this one we have k, u, b, u, ts. So we have kibbutz. And that is actually the name of this vowel right here, of the 3 diagonal dots. It's called a kibbutz. So now you have it all. Don't be afraid to sound out the letters and vowels exactly the way I did, syllable by syllable. And I think you're off to a great start. So keep reviewing, and we'll do more of this when we get back. All right, have a great break, everyone.